Welcome to Storied Audio. Maya Collins had many talents. She could organize chaos into color-coded spreadsheets. She could navigate rush-hour traffic like a war general. She could also, with remarkable consistency, dislike people who smiled too much. Which explained why she disliked Ethan Brooks almost instantly. Ethan, unfortunately, was smiling when they first met. "Hi," he said, extending a hand like they were about to seal a business deal instead of being trapped together at a friend's engagement dinner. "You must be Maya. I've heard a lot." Maya eyed his hand, then his face. He had that effortless good looks thing going on. Dark hair, easy grin, the kind of confidence that suggested life had never truly humbled him. She ignored his hand. "That's unfortunate," she said. "Because I haven't heard anything about you at all." Ethan blinked, then laughed. "Hey, I like you already." Maya absolutely did not like him. The problem was that fate, or their meddling mutual friends, clearly had other plans. Over the next several weeks, Ethan became unavoidable. He showed up at game nights, casual brunches, even the charity event Maya had volunteered for specifically because she thought it would be quiet and adult. Somehow Ethan was always there, leaning too close, making jokes under his breath, challenging her opinions like it was a sport. "You don't believe in love at first sight?" he asked one night, nursing a beer across from her. "No," Maya said flatly. "I believe in emotional manipulation and bad decisions." "That's bleak." "That's realistic." Ethan grinned. "You're fun." She rolled her eyes. "You're annoying." And yet, there were moments, small, treacherous moments, when she caught herself smiling despite herself. When she noticed how Ethan always listened when she talked, really listened. When she realized he remembered things she'd said once in passing, like how she took her coffee or why she hated surprises. The problem was that Maya didn't trust things that felt easy. Especially not people. The thing that changed everything happened by accident. Their friend Lily's engagement party went wildly off schedule, ending with Maya and Ethan stranded at the venue after everyone else had left, thanks to a sudden storm and a parking lot flood that made leaving impossible. "Looks like we're stuck," Ethan said, glancing at the rain pounding against the windows. Maya crossed her arms. "Fantastic." They passed the time talking. At first it was surface-level banter. Then it slipped, quietly, unexpectedly, into something deeper. Ethan told her about the job he'd left behind, the one everyone thought he was crazy to quit. Maya admitted she stayed in hers because it was safe, not because it made her happy. The air shifted. When the power flickered and the lights dimmed, neither of them moved away. "Maya," Ethan said softly, "why do you look like you're about to run?" He swallowed. "Because this feels like the part where things go wrong." He didn't argue. He didn't joke. Instead he said, "Then maybe we just don't let it." When he kissed her, it wasn't rushed or cocky. It was slow, careful, like he was asking permission even as he leaned in. And Maya kissed him back. That was the real mistake. Dating Ethan felt like stepping into sunlight after years indoors. He challenged her. He made her laugh. He showed up, consistently, genuinely, without games. For the first time in a long while, Maya felt herself relaxing into something she hadn't planned. Which terrified her. The more real it became, the louder the voice in her head grew. The one that reminded her how things ended before. How vulnerability had cost her too much once already. So when Ethan talked about the future, about trips they could take, possibilities that stretched beyond right now, Maya panicked. "I can't do this," she said one night, standing in his apartment, arms wrapped around herself. Ethan frowned. "Do what?" "Feel like this. Rely on this." Her voice cracked. "On you." He stared at her, stunned. "Maya, I'm not asking you to promise forever." "I know," she whispered. "That's what scares me." She left before he could stop her. 2 weeks later, Ethan was still replaying every conversation, every laugh, every almost said thing. He didn't believe in dramatic gestures. But he believed in Maya. So when he found out she'd gone to stay with her sister in a small coastal town 3 states away, he booked a ticket without overthinking it. When he found her, she was standing on the beach, shoes in hand, staring at the horizon like she was waiting for something to catch up with her. "Maya," he said. She turned and froze. "You shouldn't be here." "I know," he replied. "But I am." She laughed weakly. "Figures." They walked. They talked. They argued. "You don't get to decide for both of us," Ethan said finally. You don't get to leave because you're afraid and call that protecting yourself. Tears filled her eyes. You don't understand what it's like to lose something you thought was safe. He softened. Then let me understand. Don't shut me out. Silence stretched between them. I'm scared, Maya admitted. Of needing you. Ethan stepped closer. I'm scared too. But I'd rather be scared with you than wonder what would have happened if I hadn't tried. She looked at him like he was something fragile and extraordinary all at once. Then she kissed him. They didn't promise perfection. They promised honesty. And somehow that was enough. Months later, when their friends teased them about how they'd started, Maya would smile and say, "We didn't like each other." Ethan would grin and add, "Turns out that was the best part." Because sometimes love didn't begin with fireworks. Sometimes it began with resistance and the courage to stay anyway. Sparkling Heart. Subscribe to the channel for more audio stories.